So look, weed was recently made legal a couple months back in Canada. And you know what? In a lot of places in the US, it's legal. And I wonder what that means for the future of us, of men. A lot of us are into self development. A lot of us have a lot of ambition. I think it's very important to have ambition and drive to be able to self motivate, to self coach yourself, to get up in the morning, take some responsibility, make money, get a job, transform your life, get a good physique, go out there and hunt, man. Hunt, talk to girls. You got to have fire for that. And so I'm curious as to what access to an abundance of marijuana has on men and what it will do. And it's very tricky because I don't think that weed is bad. I don't. Myself, I've had a few really sort of uncomfortable experiences, and I think they were good. I think I've learned from them, but it's not something that I really enjoy. But what I have noticed is that it causes you to think, it causes you to be very introspective. And I don't know if you always need to be that introspective. If you need to have all of these questions that you can't find an answer to. I think it's worth examining. I think that sort of when you smoke, it is uncovering the mind. These layers get peeled back like an onion, and you get to the core. And it's kind of scary because if you have a lot of religious belief or opinions about certain things, beliefs, man, a good high can rip those off, and then it can sort of make you question a lot of things. Question who you are. What is the you? What is the I? Where ego, discovering the ego and stuff like that. What is life? So, in that sense, I think it could be good, but it's also not for everyone, man. It can bring about a feeling of I'm lost. There's a thing called depersonalization that I think people that smoke weed and just enjoy it, they don't really consider that, man, weed can really fuck up some people. It can make you go into this depersonalization where it feels like you're sort of looking out at yourself, this out-of-body experience. It just makes you feel uncomfortable. So, I don't know, man. I think that meditation is sort of a shorter route into, you could say, understanding yourself, the ego. Weed is, I'm sure, even with mushrooms, can be something that helps you reach this enlightenment. But I wonder what it does once, if you're going to smoke, if you're doing it all the time. The access, the pens that people have these days, man, they're just smoking on these pens. What's it doing to the ambition? Is the same drive there? Because as a kid, you weren't getting high, okay? You were high on life. You were, and I know just from seeing people on it, there's some antisocial qualities. It's easier not to reach out to your friends. It's very easy to get high, and then what do? You end up relapsing, you end up watching porn, you end up eating junk food. You kind of just, it's very hard to work, dude. It's very hard to focus. You're not going 100 miles an hour, okay? You're not working at your full capacity. Right? If you got stuff to do, then do it, and maybe then reward yourself with a nice joint if that's what you like to do. But I would really be honest with yourself and say, how is this plant that I'm inhaling affecting my drive, my ambition? Because without ambition, man, I think that's a driving force for a male. The testosterone that we have inside of us is a very, it's an erect thing, man. It gets you up out of bed. It lights a fire in you. And so I think that maybe inhaling this plant matter can crush the thumos, the fire in the belly, if it is not used with respect. And so what I think that we need to do is we need to respect it. Okay, we need to respect it and put it in its place, become the master, not let it become our life. Okay, not get lost in the high, not always look at the high. And I think that the high in itself, if it's any drug, the high in itself becomes the epicenter, it becomes the focus, and we stop being so creative, because creativity, when you're creative, you get a good feeling. When you build something, when you go out into the world and you discover your capabilities and you fail, or you have success, you have triumphs, that makes you feel like you're growing and like you're getting a sense of who you are. But see, when the high is at the forefront, it's like we stop having to be so creative. We stop having to have ambition. And so just question it, be real. Maybe take out a book and take out your notebook and write down the benefits and the the costs. So just some thoughts that I'm having about weed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.